Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the round of 16 draw for the 2024-25 UEFA Conference League. After nearly 2 months off, the competition returned last week with 16 clubs fighting to keep their European seasons alive in the make-or-break playoffs round. With nearly every tie decided by just one goal after the first leg, the anticipation for last night's second legs was palpable. The lone Spanish side in the competition, Real Betis, advanced with little worry, along with Jagiellonia, the Polish outfit, another step closer to a potential home final. The Cypriot derby ended in a 2-3 aggregate win for Paphos, whilst the third Cypriot side in this round, Apoel, could not overcome Celia. Elsewhere, in extra time, it was Copenhagen overcoming Heidenheim, Panathinaikos surviving against Vikingur, and Borac Banja Luka are through after eking past Olimpia Ljubljana in 2 close encounters. A penalty shootout was needed in Dublin, with Molde advancing after going 5 for 5 from the penalty spot to break Shamrock Rovers' hearts. These clubs now join Chelsea, Vitoria, Fiorentina, Rapid Vienna, Djurgården, Legia Warsaw, Lugano and Cercle Bruges to complete the lineup. All of the clubs remaining in the competition are dreaming of reaching the final on the 28th of May in Wrocław. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at the teams in today's draw. And there they are, the teams in today's draw. Some great action there. More to come for sure. Time to invite on stage the man who will preside over today's draw. It is, of course, UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti. Welcome, Giorgio.
Thank you, Pedro. And good afternoon to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. So from stunning goals to last-minute drama, the UEFA Conference League continues to deliver thrilling football at every turn. The journey to this stage has been anything but easy. We have witnessed underdogs bring surprises, favourites proving their dominance, and unforgettable moments that remind us why we are so eager to tune in every match day. These 16 clubs have earned their place, surviving the league phase, and in many cases after overcoming the qualifying rounds and the knockout phase playoffs. Congratulations to everyone, and a special nod to the 6 clubs experiencing the round of 16 for the first time. 55 different clubs have now reached the round of 16 since the Conference League was born. 15 nations are represented in this round, the most since the tournament began. Further proof that this competition is delivering on its promises to open more doors for clubs, players and fans to experience European competition. In just a few moments, we will complete the seeded bracket and unveil the road to Wrocław, where we will crown our 4th champion. And to help me with this, it is a Polish football legend who can't wait to see this year's final come to his home country.
And I'm delighted to welcome on stage Michał Zawakov. Welcome, Michał. Great to see you.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Come this way. Tactical change over to the left. There we go. Great to see you. Of course, you're looking forward to the final in Wrocław. We'll talk about that. But first of all, I want to ask you about the playoffs. How exciting did you find them?
When you see the playoffs, you had 2 games ended with the extra time and still one who end up with the penalties. So I think these are the games with full of emotion, and the clubs like Molde and FC Copenhagen, they have to show the faith, character, and of course the skills.
Yeah, you've got 2 Polish teams still in the competition. They could face each other in the next round. How is the excitement in Poland around the campaign of these 2 teams in this competition?
For the long time in Poland, when you come to the March, sometimes or most often you miss the Polish team in the European competition. So like 2 years ago, Lech Poznan, he did a nice campaign. He went to the quarterfinal of a Conference League. Now we have a chance that maybe 2 teams, they will go. It depends, of course, of the draw, but in Poland we feel excitement, especially Jagiellonia, who does the first time in the history the European trip like this, and all Poland keeps the fingers crossed for both teams.
So let's talk about the final. Special moment for Polish football, no doubt. Do you want to make any predictions of how we could see the teams line up then, or as well how the city's preparing?
Me, when I saw the first phase in the league, and I saw Chelsea winning all the games. So for me, Chelsea, the team of Enzo Maresca, is a candidate for final. But of course, in the European Cups, you have a lot of surprises. You have still Fiorentina, you have still Betis in the game. But maybe one of the Polish team can do something amazing.
Okay, we'll find out what their paths will be just shortly. Before we start the draw, let me remind you that the calendar for the round of 16 matches will be available already tonight. The quarterfinals and semifinals match schedule will be communicated on March 14th after the return legs of the round of 16, of course. Now, let's check out how this draw will work. And for that, we've got a short video explaining the technical procedure.
The fixtures for the round of 16 and onwards are determined using a seeded bracket system that already started at the knockout phase playoff round. In the round of 16 draw, the teams finishing the league phase in positions 1 to 8, who qualified directly to this round, will be drawn into the bracket against the winners of the knockout phase playoff matches. The draw will be conducted in accordance with the following principles. The teams directly qualified to the round of 16 are seeded and are paired according to their league phase rankings. So the teams in positions 1 and 2 are paired, teams in positions 3 and 4, and so on. The teams from each pairing are then drawn into one of the 2 pre-assigned positions in the bracket. One on the silver side, one on the green side, against the relevant winner of the corresponding knockout phase playoff match. In principle, the seeded clubs play the return leg matches at home. To determine the matches, 4 bowls are prepared for the draw, with the balls containing the names of each pair of seeded teams placed in the corresponding marked bowls. Starting with the pairing of teams from positions 7 and 8 of the league phase, 1 ball is drawn to reveal the team. The first team drawn is allocated to the reserved spot on the silver side of the bracket. The other team is drawn and then allocated in the corresponding reserved spot on the green side. The same procedure is carried out with the remaining teams to complete the pairings for the round of 16. For the quarterfinals and semi-finals, the winners of the previous rounds directly follow the path of the bracket to make up the pairings for those rounds. And it is necessary only to determine the order of the matches, so which qualified team would play the first leg of the round at home and which the return leg. For this purpose, a draw is conducted for each round. For the quarterfinals, 4 bowls are prepared, each containing papers representing the winners of a round of 16 match from winners of round of 16 pairing 1 and winners of round of 16 pairing 2 in the first bowl, 2 winners of round of 16 pairing 7 and winners of round of 16 pairing 8 in the fourth bowl. The draw is conducted by drawing the 2 balls from each bowl one at a time. The first ball drawn from each bowl represents the team that will play the first leg match of the quarter-final at home, and the second ball, the team that will play the return leg fixture at home. For the semi-finals, the procedure is the same, with 2 bowls prepared with winners of quarter-final pairing 1 and winners of quarter-final pairing 2 in one bowl, and winners of quarter-final pairing 3 and pairing 4 in the other. The draw again sees the 2 balls from one bowl drawn one at a time, with the first team drawn representing the team that will play the first leg of the semi-final at home, and the second team, the one that will host the return leg. As the teams were randomly designated to one side or the other of the bracket by virtue of the knockout phase playoffs or round of 16 draw, no draw is needed for the final. The winner of the semi-final on the silver side of the bracket will be designated as the nominal home team for the final. After the draw, if it becomes apparent that any ties are affected by city or stadium clashes, these clashes will be resolved in accordance with the principles set by the Club Competitions Committee for City and Stadium Clashes. The round of 16 match schedule will be available tonight.
So you have all the information you need to follow these draws. And as you can see, we are ready here in this hall with the bowls containing the pairs of seeded teams placed all on this side of the stage. The first team drawn for each pair will join the silver side and the other team the green side. We're ready, and before we begin, just a final look at the 8 clubs which are going to be drawn. We start with the winners of the league phase, Chelsea FC, then we have Vitoria SC, Fiorentina, Rapid Wien, Djurgården, Lugano, Legia Warsaw, Cercle Bruges. So this is all. We start with the pairing of teams ranked 7 and 8, which means Legia or Cercle Bruges. Michael, go with the first team. And be careful because there are Polish teams in this part.
Extra pressure.
Cercle Bruges.
So Cercle Bruges will go to the silver side and will face Jagiellonia. This means, first of all, that we will not have a Polish derby, so the 2 Polish teams will have equal chances to proceed in the competition, and the first time that these 2 teams meet in Europe, so we will see. And just let's see the name of the other team to go to the green side.
Legia Warszawa.
And of course, Legia from Warsaw, Legia Warsaw, will face Molde in this round of 16. And after avoiding a derby or a clash between the Polish, we go ahead. This is pairing 5 and 6. It's Djurgården or Lugano. Silver first.
FC Lugano.
FC Lugano, and silver for Lugano means that they will play Celje from Slovenia in this round of 16. First time ever that they meet, and the first time also for Lugano in an UEFA knockout phase. The second team of this pairing then is
Djurgården.
Djurgården, of course, from north to south of Europe, from Sweden. They will face Pafos. And for Pafos and Djurgården also first time ever that they play together. We move to the pairing of teams ranked number 3 and number 4, Fiorentina and Rapid Wien.
Fiorentina.
So Fiorentina will travel to Athens to take on Panathinaikos. These two teams have never met before. Fiorentina has a nice score. I would say they won 10 out of 10 two-legged UEFA Conference League ties in the previous editions. So let's see what will happen with Panathinaikos. We'll see which team now is going to the green side of the bracket, where they find Borac.
SK Rapid.
And that's, of course, Rapid Wien and Borac Banja Luka versus Rapid Wien is another tie. And also here we have a first-time tie between these two teams. Now, the two top teams of the league face Chelsea and Vitoria, ready to be drawn, with the first one going to the silver side, where they find Real Betis.
Vitoria.
So Real Betis will face Vitoria SC in an all-Iberian challenge. So Vitoria and Real Betis, the only previous meetings happened in the group stage of Europa League 2013-2014. Last team to be drawn then, this is quite obviously what we know.
Chelsea FC.
Exactly. Chelsea FC, the winners of league phase of Chelsea. Copenhagen, Chelsea is the last tie that we have drawn in the round of 16. Having done this, Michael, you come to this side, please. And now we proceed with the draw of the quarterfinals. This draw is purely to determine the order of these matches, as the opponents are known, the bracket is complete. So we will start with quarterfinal 1, where the winners of round of 16, 1 and 2, will face each other. And let's see which winner will have to play the first leg at home.
Winner 1.
Winner 1 is one between Real Betis and Vitoria SC, playing first leg at their stadium.
Winner 2.
Winner 2, of course, Jagiellonia or Cercle Bruges will host the return leg. And now, quarterfinal 2. The teams here are Celje or Lugano, Panathinaikos or Fiorentina.
Winner 3.
Winner 3, that means that Celje or Lugano is the first team of the tie, so first match at home.
Winner 4.
Versus the winners between Panathinaikos and Fiorentina. So halfway through the quarterfinals. And here we go with the quarterfinal 3. Copenhagen, Chelsea, or Molde, Legia.
Winner 5.
Winner 5 is Copenhagen or Chelsea FC.
Winner 6.
And Molde or Legia Warsaw will host Copenhagen or Chelsea at home in the second leg. The last quarter-final, Pafos Djurgården or Borac Rapid.
Winner 7.
Winner 7, so Pafos or Djurgården, first team of this tie. First match in Cyprus or in Sweden.
Winner 8.
Winner 8, then Borac Banja Luka or Rapid Wien will host the second match. Same procedure now to be followed for the semifinals. We have drawn the four quarterfinals, the order of the four quarterfinals, and we go with semifinal 1 first, which will involve the winners of quarterfinals 1 and 2.
Winner 1.
The winner of quarterfinal 1 is Real Betis or Vitoria or Jagiellonia or Cercle Bruges hosting the first leg. And their opponents are the winners.
Winner 2.
Of quarterfinal 2, Celje, Lugano, Panathinaikos, Fiorentina. Just one last draw. This is semi-final 2.
Winner 3.
So quarter-final 3 means that Copenhagen or Chelsea, Molde or Legia will host the first leg. And obviously the second leg hosted.
Winner 4.
By winners 4, Pafos Djurgården, Borac or Rapid. This completes the draw for today. As you know, the nominal host team of the final will be the winner of the semi-final of the silver side. And we know everything. That's why I'm very happy to give the floor back to Fred.
You've uncovered all the mysteries of the path to the final in Wrocław. Let's have a look at the lineup for the round of 16. We're going to have Real Betis taking on Vitória Sport Club, Jagiellonia facing Cercle Bruges. It'll be Celje versus Lugano, and Panathinaikos taking on Fiorentina. In the other side of the bracket, Copenhagen taking on Chelsea, Molde playing Legia Warszawa, Pafos against Djurgården, Borac taking on Rapid. And that is the lineup for the next round. As Giorgio mentioned, we now know the full path to the final in Poland. Before we sign off, it's time to mark our calendars. The date of the round of 16 matches is the 6th of March, and the return is scheduled on the 13th. That'll do it for all of us here in Nyon at the House of European Football. For Michał, Giorgio, and myself, it's farewell. Thank you very much for being with us here today and watching around the world. See you soon.